one thing is very clear that in this country, if any policy is to be opposed, there are three avenues where these policies can be opposed. The first avenue of opposition of any policy, if it is a wrong policy, is the legislature or the floor of the House. The second avenue where a policy can be opposed by any aggrieved person is challenging that policy in a court of law. Or the third avenue of challenging any policy, if that policy is wrong, is to ensure that mobilize people and bring them on the street. If the liquor policy of Delhi is wrong, how come BJP has chosen not to exercise any of these three avenues? It is not challenging this policy on the floor of the Delhi Vidhan Sabha. Okay. It is not challenging this policy as wrong in a court of law. It is not mobilizing people on the ground. It is not bringing people on the ground. It is just hurting the federal structure of this nation.
I don't get it.
If Tamil Nadu comes up with a policy which the BJP doesn't agree with, can they send the ED or the CBI to the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu's place in Chennai and say that this policy is wrong and that is why I am hounding you with
No. That is not how this works. First of all, Delhi is not a state. Delhi is a union territory.
Absolutely, Delhi is a state. Delhi is a state. Delhi is a state. We can stand corrected on that. Delhi is a state. Delhi is a state. And excise policy falls under the Delhi government.
Okay. Okay. Both Sandeep and Vineet want to respond to you. No, I am Sandeep. I'll come to you. Vineet ji, I'll give you the moment after that. I am surprised. First, the Aam Aadmi Party said this is a great policy. Then it said actually it was great, but the LG made last minute changes. It is not so great anymore. Then they said actually whatever happened wrong was because of the LG's interference. Now they're saying this policy is the greatest again. I'm confused, frankly.
Yeah, Shivani,
Sandeep.
let me correct.
No, this is a consistent policy.
Okay, Siddharth, I'll come back to you. Sandeep.
One point of order. BJP CBI. Just wait a minute, Siddharth. BJP did not go to CBI. It is a chief secretary's report which the LG has acted asking CBI to come in. And second point, you must give credit to the Congress. They were the first people to raise this issue about this policy. They went to the chief secretary, the LG chief secretary, everybody made petition. BJP was the last to come in only after the CBI raids have happened. So he needs to get his chronology correct and get the facts correct. And this very important point, he should not say LG. And
I'm just shocked that this argument that you either do protest or you go to court or you go to the assembly is coming once again from a party that stood for corruption, against corruption. Corruption, if it is highlighted by anybody, why should you object?
Yeah. What is the corruption charge?
That is what the probe will find.
Exactly. The FIR today states that the CBI's FIR only says that they have come to know through sources about some deal regarding 1 crore rupees.
That's one part of it. Sir, that's one part of it. The CS has given a full report on how this policy was implemented wrongly. There's a cabinet note.
Shivani, in that FIR, there is only the corruption angle. The FIR is speaking only, the CBI is only saying.
So that will be found out, no? Let the investigation happen. No, let's discuss what you said about how an investigation can happen and how you can raise an objection towards the policy. I got that point. Let Vineet Goenka come in. Okay. Siddharthji, I got your point. Let Vineet respond. Vineet, is he right?
Mr. Siddharth, you will have to allow others to speak, please.
Yeah, only Vineet now, yes.
Ma'am, he talked about 4 places to oppose.
3 places.
This gentleman is exactly a replica of Arvind Kejriwal who can speak any lie. I myself, under the leadership of President of Delhi, we went to Jantar Mantar and we staged dharna. Rambir Biduri ji raised it in the parliament, in the assembly.
Right.
Adesh Gupta, Rambir Biduri and other MLAs met LG. All that in July 2021. There were several agitations done outside the house of Mr. Kejriwal. So, Mr. Siddharth, before you speak, check the dates. And you know that I bring dates in front. You want me to dates when our people spoke in the house and our people met the LG, our people did dharnas outside. I can give entire list. I'll publish my photographs tomorrow itself on Twitter. So please apologize. Don't speak in between, sir. I never spoke in between. I'll give you direct examples. So you are not going to 30 crore rupees been returned from earlier deposits.
No, Siddharthji, not like this. Siddharthji, not like this. Let Vineet finish.
Blacklist companies been given tenders.
Yes.
You violated tender documents. You gave relaxation of rupees 50 per box of foreign liquor to increase drinking here. You reduce the age of drinking. You reduce the number of dry days. You increase the number of shops. There was DP violation. There was time and again 79 total conversation which we wanted to do with the Chief Minister. I am repeating, and if you want me to give you dates, we have the dates, sir. I don't shout like you, sir, because I have data in front of me. And I don't get hackled also. People like you meet me every day. I repeat the dates. 4th September 2000, you sat down to do liquor policy discussion. 15th April
okay, that is fine. No, Vineetji, we went into that.
You sent the paper to LG and LG
one second. Vineet Goenka, just wait 1 second. I'm very amused with this shifting of the goalpost. Neeja Chaudhary, I'm coming to you. Do you feel this is a good enough defense that if you wanted to oppose a policy, there are only 3 avenues to do it? And frankly, I don't think protesting and mobilizing on the ground is some sort of a legitimate way to challenge a policy. You can mobilize and the policy may have nothing wrong. You cannot mobilize, the policy may be bad. So that I'm cancelling out. That's a very, very poor defense. But through the